Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is Sonora Design, and guess what? Today is gonna be the best day ever because we're making hi-fi speakers for under 120 bucks. Alright guys, today we're making hi-fi speakers for under 120 bucks. Thanks to inflation, it was supposed to be under 100, but prices are going up. So we raised our budget to 120 bucks. That's right. I gotta say that hi-fi means high fidelity, meaning the speakers would be able to reproduce what was recorded in the studio with high fidelity, meaning respecting what was recorded. Fidelity means loyal. I'm gonna read. Okay, so hi-fi, according to the dictionary, used for or relating to the reproduction of music or other sound with high fidelity. Now we gotta go to fidelity. Fidelity, faithful to a person, cause, or belief, demonstrated by continuing loyalty and support. Sexual faithfulness to a spouse or partner. Okay, in our case, we are loyal to the recording. We wanna hear the real. Yeah, whatever. This is getting too complicated. We're gonna try to keep it simple. So we selected a full range driver. I got here our 4-inch full range driver. It could be called Sounderlink. If you Google Sounderlink, you're gonna find it. But the sticker says Audio Labs. That's what it says. 4 ohms, 15 watts. Musical power. It has a paper cone. They say it's like Captain. Let's see what Captain is. I'm all into Google today. I'm researching a lot. What's Captain? Captain is a polyimide film used in flexible printed circuits and space blankets, which are used on spacecraft, satellites, space instruments. Wow, looks like some NASA stuff. Captain is an unfilled polyamide thermoplastic material. Tolerates both extreme heat and extreme cold. Excellent physical and mechanical properties. Radiation and chemical resistance. Okay, we had enough of Captain. So we have a Captain cone. We have a rubber suspension and a regular magnet. They have this speaker with a neodymium version. The parameters are different. So if you buy the neodymium, your enclosure is going to be different. The thing is, we're going to keep it simple, quick, easy, and affordable. So we're gonna use an online calculator for the enclosure for this driver. We're gonna use materials that can be easily bought online and accessible for everyone. So we're gonna get our wood from Lowe's. We're gonna get our drivers from AliExpress. We're gonna get our ports from Amazon, and we're gonna get our terminals from Amazon. You can get that on Amazon. It's a little more expensive, so we might pass our $120 budget. A good thing about the full range, you don't need crossovers, coils, and capacitors or anything to change the sound. So it's supposed to be like a kind of flat response, which I don't think we're gonna get. But anyways, okay, recording the screen. Let's go. First, we're gonna go to AliExpress. We have here 2020 Audio Labs 4-inch home audio do-it-yourself full range speaker driver unit with mixed paper cone, rubber suspension, shielded. Oh, it's shielded. 4 or 8 ohms, 15 watts. Okay, so that's what we got. Costs around $58.60 here. We have let's check this one. Sounderlink. This is $57.84. That's the cheapest one. Okay, I found. It's under Sounderlink. What's important here? The thing is, it's hard to get all the parameters, but we're gonna get what's online. We're gonna research online. get the parameters, put it in our online calculator, and get the results for our enclosure. It's pretty simple. You can do it. So we have the frequency response here. You guys can see it's not bad. Frequency response goes from 61 Hertz to 18.5 kilohertz. Sounds good to me. The thing is, we have those still in small parameters here. We have our calculator. I go to the Medisound website. It's a speaker store. I buy stuff there. So we get the hi-fi speaker design calculator. We go to online speaker building calculators by hi-fi speaker design. We're gonna make a hi-fi speaker with under 120 bucks. I don't believe it. Okay, we go to acoustic electronic loudspeaker. Okay, so we have loudspeaker phase, frequency, electrical, model, computer-based loudspeaker impedance. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna make a bass reflex enclosure. Means we have like a box with a driver and a port on the back. Okay, so it's a bass reflex box calculator with the possibility to customize the box volume. I love it. Here we are in the early 70s. A.M. Thiel and Richard H. Small devised a set of formulas to predict how a driver would perform in any given box. Those are the Thiel and Small parameters. So those are used for all kinds of calculations. So they came up with this formula to predict how a driver would perform in a box. That's great. They saved our asses. We love Thiel and Small. That's the manual. It's pretty straightforward, easy, simple. So we got the VAS leaders. Let's input our parameters here and see what happens. We go to our, where is it? So we have what do we need? VAS 10.6 liters. 10.6. Then KTS. We need a KT. Oh God, I closed it. So stupid. Okay, is that this one? 5784. Okay, let's go to our parameters. So we need the VAS with KTS 0.46, 46 KES 061. So we get FS. We need FS. Where's our FS? FMS. Okay, that's the frequency. We can read here. Come on. FS free air resonance 61.4 SD. Oh God, that's the area of the cone. We don't have it here. You don't have area. Okay, we'll have to calculate. Let's get the formula. Let's measure it. We have the area would be 9 centimeters. We're gonna put it in a formula. Radius is 4.5. 4.5 times 4.5 equals 20 times 3.1416. We get 63. That's our area. Is that right? I don't know. 3 centimeters, square centimeters. X max. I couldn't find that online, so I'll guess like 5 millimeters. It doesn't change, so I get 5. Okay. One port. Guess what? I have the port here, and the port inside the diameter is 46 millimeters, 4.6 centimeters, 4.6. And we calculated, boom. We got all that. We got here the results. Let's check it out, okay? Guess what? A result is 16.35 liters. Frequency, a F3 is where our enclosure is going to start cutting the bass at -3 decibels. Okay, so F3 would be 51.24 hertz. Let's keep using our software because it's free and we don't want to spend money. All right, we have the FB. You can read here, FB box frequency. LP is our port length. So our port is going to be 7.22 centimeters. That's our box for now. As I was saying, we'll need a port. I'm going to show you. Is that this one? This one is the one. Okay, 2.68. Those measurements are all off because they measure like the whole port. We just need the internal measurement, okay? And the internal is 46 millimeters. That's what we need for our box. And we're gonna cut it. So we have the ports. And we're gonna need connectors on the back of the speakers. I'm gonna show you guys here. Okay, we got two pieces, two-way speaker box terminal binding post cup, okay? So we're gonna use those. At the end of the day, we're gonna have an enclosure. But how are we gonna make the box? Oh no, we need something. Maple plywood, just because I love it and I have it here. So we got here all kinds of different pieces of wood. So we have like Baltic birch. It's plywood. The difference is always on the core. So the core is like this. This would be all wood core, which is cool. This is a 1/2 inch. We're not gonna use Baltic birch. We have hardwood. We're not gonna use hardwood. Okay, it's too expensive. It's too hard. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful. We can use like maybe the front plate of hardwood. We have, what is that? Regular plywood. Can you see the core? We have MDF. MDF, you guys know? MDF is dust. It's compressed dust, like glued dust. It stands for medium density fiberboard, and most speakers are made from MDF. That's really cheap. So if we get to use MDF, our speaker was gonna cost less than $100. You guys can use MDF for this design. I have this maple plywood. Look at that. That's a multi-ply core maple plywood. I like that because it's solid, it's sturdy, and it's beautiful. And you don't need much finish because the edges look good. I want to keep it simple. So we're going to use plywood and spray, clear coat it, and it's done. And it's going to be a simple, quick, easy project that you can make at home. We have everything we need. Let's think about our enclosure. We are gonna sketch options for our enclosure. I have like a couple of ideas here on the back, and I'm gonna show you guys right now. I have this one, which is my shop speaker. I used to test my amplifiers and stuff. It has a hardwood front baffle. We have those little ones. Those are hardwood too. And I have this one, which is I'm really inclined because I love this. Okay, those are like full range speakers from Mark Audio and a little woofer from Dayton Audio, and they play really well. I really love it. Let me show you guys. We can make those another time, but those are like skinny tall speakers, full range, and woofer with a hardwood adjustable legs. You can flip it down or up. So maybe we can do something like that, like a little skinny tower speaker with our exposed edges. Let's sketch it out. So we got some ideas here. We got the squared one. We got like a regular speaker one, more like the one on the back. We have this one, which I like so much. We have like the little box inside. The sides are already like little legs. And we have the skinny tall one, which I like the most, I think, because it looks like the one on the back with exposed plywood on the front. It's good because we can keep it thin, we can get a lot of volume out of it. I don't know. I like this one and I like this one. This is gonna be too much work for now, so we're gonna go with the skinny tall box. So we're gonna make this one next time. Guys, we got our speaker, kind of a little perfect. We have the X-ray here. We're gonna have the ports on the bottom, connectors. We need braces. because we don't want the wood to vibrate. And that's the most critical part of it, because it's glued here on the corners. And with the pressure, like the center of the tends to move and maybe cancel some frequencies. So that's the importance of like having sturdy material and braces inside. Okay? Let's start working on our design. All right, people, we're ready. Let's get some measurements and find out the volume. So we have 3/4 plywood and we're going to try to get 16.5 liters inside of the speaker. Okay, not outside, inside. So basically we're going to have a tall speaker with a 4-inch driver on the top. Let's start with this design, kind of. I'm gonna get metric so we can get the volume in liters. Okay, our online calculator is metric. We have 15.5, which is like 6 inches and 1/8. Our speaker driver is like 4 inches. We need 3/4 and 3/4. It's gonna be too close to the edge, so let's make it a little wider. We have our speaker is like 4.5. So we would need maybe like around 6 inches 3/4, okay, which would be around 17 centimeters. We're gonna have another sketch. So we're gonna have 17 wide, 35 deep, which is around 14 inches deep. And we want a taller speaker because it's skinny. If we made it wider, we should make it taller. So we have here 15 inches, around 38 centimeters. We're gonna go higher. Let's try 43. Let's see what happens. We get a discounted material when we're calculating the volume, because if we get those measurements and multiply, we're gonna get the outside volume. We want the inside volume, okay? So we're gonna remove 1.5 inches each side, because 3/4 here, 3/4 here, 1.5 inches from our measurements. Let me get my calculator. We're gonna discount 18 millimeters, okay, which is like 3/4. 18 plus 18, so have 36. 17 minus 3.6, we have 13.4. 9.4. So let's multiply all of that. 39.4. Guess what? 16,577. Wow. I'm gonna make it a little bigger. We have the braces inside. I want it to look good. If we have 17, I'll do 45. Let's grow to 45 and see how many liters we get inside, okay? Let's do 34 deep. We're gonna have 13.4. We got 16.864. It's a little over, I think, our calculator. I don't remember. Let's start cutting the wood. Guys, here we are with our braces. I'm gonna route the edges so the air can flow smoothly. This is the front baffle. As soon as we're cutting circles, I think we should like already cut those ones right here. Let's get the driver. The driver is gonna be but here because it looks good and it's probably gonna sound amazing. We got the center. Let's cut it. All right, guys, we got it. All All the wood is cut. I think we can glue it already. One at a time. Front and back. Brace. Top and bottom. And we got the sides. We're gonna select the best face for our sides. So we have bottom, brace, top, back piece, and we're gonna have the front piece. So the thing is, we're gonna glue it. I'm gonna use this Porter cable. This is called a finish. Oh God! Called the finish nailer. So I'm just gonna nail it. The wood can stay in place, and we're gonna clamp it. Let's do it. I hope it works. I get nervous with glue. Got it. I just glued one side for now because I want to work inside of the speaker still. Let's just clean the glue and we're gonna go to the next one. All right, so we got our pieces all glued. That's the second speaker. Just want to note that the outside piece, the side pieces, I cut it with a little lip so I can route the whole speaker once it's done and get the corners flush. That's pretty much it. It's all tight. It's gonna be ready by tomorrow. And see you guys tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. But it's looking good. Wow. Alright guys, it's ready. It's glued. The first side is ready. Now that we have the box, I mean half the box, can't start with our dumping material inside because we're gonna glue the other part and we won't have access to the inside. So this gotta get done now. I don't have any foam left. I found something else in the shop. I have this rug cushion. It might work. I don't know if it works for a rug. It might work for a speaker, right? It's easy, it's cheap and quick. We're gonna install the foam now. Let's do it. guys, glued. Let's wait for it to dry and check in tomorrow. Guys, we got it. Cabinets, they're glued, they are routed. We have the ports here on the back. So we have the drivers. We have the ports. We have some screws that they sent. That's so nice of you guys. Thank you. And we're gonna keep working on our budget speaker. So let's measure the cabinets now. We'll get a total volume. We're gonna input it in our software again, just to check if everything is all right, if the ports, like the length of the ports changed, probably did, and see what the response is gonna be. 13.2 times 30.4, 40, again, we got 17.2 liters. That's a good volume. I think we're gonna get a good response. If not, I'll blame the drivers. Yeah. This is a low vacillation enclosure. Okay, first one. It's super nice and smooth and waxy. I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay, that's it. Ay, ay, ay. It's getting hot in here. So the thing is, I always sand with the grain, you know, so you don't get scratches. If you make like the circular movement, like Daniel's son, you're gonna get scratches all over. But this is a light sanding, and we apply a little bit of wax. And we got this nice finish. I don't know if you guys can see the difference. See the difference, the color, texture, the amazingness. That's the difference. This is still not sanded. It's pretty good. And now I got this one. See? Nothing changed apparently. So we're gonna finish our polishing and start assembling our speakers, because I wanna hear it. Let's see if it all worked, you know? Yeah. Whoa. So smooth. Final touch. This is kind of like light sanding. Maybe I did too much wax on this one. Let's get it off. Wow. Okay, we got our speakers ready. Let's keep working on our speakers, because they're looking good. All right, ladies and gents, we are ready for the first audition. Let's get the speakers. Looking good. Wow. Let's listen to it. All right. Dawn, I gotta tell you something. I tested it and I listened to it. I played some songs. I have like specific songs for specific things that I wanna notice. And I gotta tell you, like, this is surprising. For the price, it sounds pretty good. I didn't think it was gonna sound that well, and the box is amazing. There's a good sound stage and definition. I liked it. Image, soundstage. I don't know. That's why we're gonna measure. How's the curve? It sounds good to my ears. It doesn't mean it's a flat response. It probably has, like, it's bright. It has a lot of highs maybe. The bass is present. It's pretty good. All right, guys. We got some curves. I'm gonna put the curves here on the computer so you guys can see what happened. I measured them inside of the house. I didn't measure it outside. I just wanted to get the listening position response. We started with the garage. That's our first curve. Bass start dropping at around 100 hertz. Okay, we have this peak on highs here. So that's the first curve at 1 meter. Then we put the speaker away around 10 feet. So you guys can compare. So it changed a little bit, not much. Highs are a little lower. And then I went to the living room. Let me see what I have. Let's go to living room right here we are. Okay, let's put it together. That's what we got. Look at the bass. It already showed some bass here at 40. So we got this response, the blue one. Highs dropped a little bit. And then, guess what? I added a filter for high frequencies, so we get more bass, less mids and highs. This is a baffle step compensator, which consists of an inductor coil and a resistor. So we cut the highs. Okay, so I'm going to show you the response. If we align the SPL at 100 hertz, alignment at 100. That's the difference that this filter makes. So our filter worked. I'm very happy with the results. Good speakers, good drivers for 120 bucks. It's great. Let's move on. All right, guys, we are at the end. Best day ever is over. And I got the prices here. At the end, we got our speakers for 58, 2 ports for 6, 2 terminals for 11, and half a sheet of plywood, 45 bucks. Total, 120 bucks, which is a good deal. It's even better because you make your own speakers. It's a lot of fun, at least for me. All right, guys, we got it. Our speakers are ready, and this is the end. Guess what? I'm gonna post all the information you need to make those speakers and even tune it if you want it down below. So feel free to get my design and copy it and replicate it and multiply it and make your own speakers at home. So for now, let's smash the like button and subscribe so I can keep posting more videos. That's it for today. Hope to see you guys soon.